There was no coordination or conspiracy.
So this vindicates the president on collusion.
We have enough information to sit and wonder, might this be the greatest crime in American history?
There's tons of proof of potential collusion.
Dramatic evidence of collusion.
This is collusion. Most explicit public evidence of collusion.
That the collusion piece of this, piece by piece, starting to be built out.
How is all of that not collusion?
We've got a dozen instances of clearly the Russians colluding in this election with top Trump officials.
There was clearly some collusion. It's a matter of how much collusion there was.
Too incompetent to collude with Russia, but he can lure Anthony Kennedy off the Supreme Court. Doesn't add up.
There's a dark cloud from Mueller over this White House.
Dark cloud over the White House.
That cloud hangs over the White House.
The continuing existential threat to this presidency.
Mueller is an existential threat.
And the existential threat.
An existential threat.
Existential threat.
An existential threat.
Single most serious scandal in the history of the United States.
And it is Mueller who will bring these lies to the House Committee on the Judiciary when it inevitably takes up its constitutional responsibility and impeaches resist.
That when that decision was made, in a lot of ways, Donald Trump's fate was sealed.
We have a guy, a president, who clearly is owned by Putin.
It technically eclipses Benedict Arnold.
If Donald Trump is not a Russian intelligence and political asset, how could you tell the difference?
And Trump, an asset of Russian intelligence.
Chait lays out what could be considered the worst-case scenario, that Donald Trump has been a Russian intelligence asset since 1987.
The piece acknowledges that that is probably not true, but it might be.
Is the operation that Russia started during the campaign, is it over? Or are they still running it? Are we still in this now?
Robert Mueller will likely indict people that Donald Trump cares about.
But is he an asset?
100%.
If he were really an innocent man, he wouldn't be behaving this way.
Everyone's running around acting guilty because they're guilty.
There is going to be a bridge of data here that is going to be unassailable.
There was no collusion, and Mueller knows it. If you're shaking your head at that, you are not alone.
We'll fire Mueller at some point. You can see it. He's teeing it up. And that's where this is going.